So, hey guys, welcome back. I hope you all are doing good and basically good at your studies. So, now we were doing the chapter metals and non-metals in our foundation batch. We have almost completed a lot of things like metallurgy. Maybe we have seen a lot of things, like we have done three steps. This is the final step. After this, the process metallurgy will be complete, and post which will be just going through some very important examples such as iron and aluminium etc ka extraction, and post which will be doing some questions and answers. So in short, we are on the verge of completion, hardly few more sessions, and then your chapter will be finished, and we'll be dealing with a very good and interesting new chapter, right? So now here we'll start with the refining of metal. So I hope you remember the things which I have taught you earlier in the earlier sessions. Hope that you might have gone through the session. Now moving ahead with the fourth step of metallurgy, and that is nothing but your refining. So what exactly is refining? See, when when you extract minerals from earth, ठीक है, so it is not the only sand, dust, or you can say the non-metallic oxides or something of that kind. There are certain metals also present in form of impurities. So when we get the crude metal, what do you mean by it? What do you mean by crude metal? It means there will be some amount of other metals also associated in that. ठीक है, after extraction there will be some amount of carbon also, ठीक है, which might be left over after the process of extraction. So we have to remove all these impurities again, and that is the final step, that is refining. That is done in final step, refining. So in refining, we are just supposed to do the प्योरिफिकेशन ऑफ द मेटल. दैट इज़ अगर आयरन बोला है तो उसमें थोड़ा भी अमाउंट ऑफ टिन ना रहे, कोई और एलिमेंट ना रहे, ये हम इसमें मेक श्योर करते हैं. ठीक है. सो इन दिस वी हैव फ्यू प्रोसेसेस. लाइक जो बेसिक है वो 4 बेसिक प्रोसेसेस है, but then after you have ultra pure methods in which you use some chemicals also for this purification or refining, and some other refining methods also. So there are 2: ultra purification of metal and some basic this purification. So let's start with the first, refining. First one is liquation. ठीक है. सो द नेम सजेस्ट लिक्वेशन. लिक्वेशन मतलब मेटल को लिक्विड में कन्वर्ट कर देना या मोल्टन फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट करना. तो यहाँ पे हम वो मेटल्स यूज़ करते हैं जिनका जैसे अगर सपोज देर इज़ 2 मेटल ए एंड बी, एंड बी इज़ द इम्प्योरिटी whereas ए इज़ द डिजायर्ड मेटल, बट ए इज़ हैविंग लो मेल्टिंग पॉइंट. सी, ए डिजायर्ड, ठीक है, एंड बी इज़ इम्प्योरिटी. ठीक है. तो इसका अगर मेल्टिंग पॉइंट इज़ लो एज कंपेयर टू बी, देन वी यूज़ लिक्वेशन प्रोसेस. ठीक है, फॉर रिफाइनिंग ऑफ अ मेटल. ठीक है. सो विल यूज़ इट फॉर टिन एंड लेड एक्सेट्रा. ठीक है. तो इन दिस व्हाट वी डू, वी टेक अ स्लोपिंग हर्थ. स्लोपिंग हर्थ का मतलब क्या होता है? हर्थ मतलब भट्टी, हर्थ मतलब HEARTH. तो वी टेक अ स्लोपिंग हर्थ, एंड इन दैट we just heat the crude metal which we have obtained. Suppose this is the crude metal. ठीक है. So as I said, the desired metal का melting point will be low, right? So we heat it just above, मतलब थोड़ा सा above the melting point, so that the metal A gets molten. So this molten A, that is the metal, जो desired metal है, will melt and can be easily collected in a container. ठीक है. And the impurities will be left behind. ठीक है. So this is the way we do liquation. Now let's write about it. ठीक है. So what should we write? We will be writing this process is used to separate metals from metals of low melting points for example tin, lead, right? लो मेल्टिंग पॉइंट है इनका, ठीक है, फ्रॉम द मेटल्स ऑफ हाई मेल्टिंग पॉइंट, ठीक है. So this is the diagram, and what we use a sloping hearth. hearth मतलब भट्टी, furnace, kind of furnace, ठीक है. So we are using this, okay. Now this hearth which is sloping hearth is used and is heated just above, मतलब थोड़ा सा above the melting point of the desired metal. जिस मेटल को हम प्योरीफाई करना चाहते हैं उसके मेल्टिंग पॉइंट से थोड़ा अबव, ठीक है. तो उससे क्या होगा, डिजायर्ड मेटल विल मेल्ट, ठीक है, मेटल मेल्ट्स एंड फ्लोज डाउन दी hearth. So we can just collect it over there, ठीक है. So it flows down the earth and we can collect, and so the separation is done, ठीक है. So we'll just write about the impurities also, that is infusible impurities are left behind. Clear? So this is how we purify metals like tin and lead. Clear? Now the second one is cupellation. See, the next method which, अच्छा इसमें I haven't labeled ना, this is the sloping hearth, ठीक है. Now the next one is, the second one is cupellation. So there is no diagram for this, you have to simply understand, ठीक है. What is cupellation? Basically we use cupellation method just to purify silver, ठीक है. पर वो सिल्वर जिसमें लेड की इम्प्योरिटी है, ठीक है, लेड की इम्प्योरिटी है, तो सिर्फ उसको हम यहाँ पे प्योरीफाई कर सकते हैं. तो इसे हम क्या करते हैं, इस ये जो हमने मेटल लाया है, जो इम्प्योर मेटल है जिसमें लेड है, सिल्वर मेटल जिसमें लेड है, उसे हम क्या करते हैं, हीट करते हैं इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन, और साथ ही वो एक पर्टिकुलर कंटेनर में रख के हीट करते हैं, और वो कंटेनर जो होता है बोन ऐश का बना होता है. तो बोन ऐश का बना है तो उस कंटेनर को हम क्यूपेल कहते हैं, इसीलिए इस प्रोसेस का नाम क्यूपलेशन है, क्यूपल कहते हैं. अब जब इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन हम हीट करेंगे तो लेड विल फॉर्म लेड मोनोक्साइड. तो सम लेड मोनोक्साइड विल बी जस्ट ब्लोन अवे विद द एयर, एंड जो बच गया वो पूरा बोन ऐश का जो कंटेनर है, दैट इज़ द क्यूपल, विल एब्जॉर्ब. और क्यूपल ने अगर उसे एब्जॉर्ब कर लिया, ठीक है, तो लेड मोनोक्साइड के फॉर्म में, तो लेड की इम्प्योरिटी तो ख़त्म हो गई. तो अब बचा क्या, प्योर सिल्वर. सो दिस इज नथिंग बट क्यूपिलेशन. सो विल राइट इट हियर. व्हाट इज क्यूपिलेशन? This method is used to purify silver containing lead as an impurity. ठीक है. So what we do to purify this? We simply heat the silver metal in presence of air. तो जैसे ही we do this, lead monoxide is formed. ठीक है. So PbO, that is lead monoxide, is formed. When this is formed, तो क्या होगा, some lead monoxide is blown away with air and some is absorbed by the cupel. What is a cupel? As I told you, it is container made of bone ash. ठीक है. तो ये जैसा ही हुआ, we get pure silver with us. Clear? So this is how we can say cupellation occurs. So these were the two. Then next, that is the third one, we'll see in the next. Now the third one is your, again this is also very interesting, polling. We say polling. So here what we do, it basically copper, molten impure copper is used, is basically purified in this process. And this molten impure copper is also known as blister copper. It is actually, when it is heated na, at that point of time it is stirred thoroughly. ठीक है. With logs of wood, green wood. ठीक है. When it is stirred na, at that time the hydrocarbons in it react with the impurities and some gases. So finally we get the pure metal. ठीक है. All the impurities basically escape from gases के form में. ठीक है. And the metal oxide also, and from the copper metal oxide will be reduced to copper, and the surface of copper is kept covered with the powdered charcoal so that copper वापस से क्या ऑक्सीडाइज ना हो जाए इसके लिए. ठीक है. सो दिस इज़ वॉट बेसिकली वी डू इन पोलिंग. ठीक है. तो पोलिंग में द मेन रोल इज़ ऑफ योर ग्रीन लॉग्स ऑफ वुड. बहुत सारे जो लकड़ी होते हैं, ग्रीन लकड़ी, उनसे हम उनको एक साथ बांध के उनसे स्टिरिंग करते हैं. ठीक है. सो विल राइट अबाउट पोलिंग ऑल्सो. सो इन दिस मेथड फर्स्टली वॉट वी प्योरीफाई कॉपर. सो विल राइट दैट फर्स्ट. कि कॉपर इज purified by this method. I hope this is visible till the end. Yes, by this method. Okay, fine. Now, so the molten impure copper is also known as blister copper. ठीक है. So you just remember this, and I will write the points to it. That is, the molten impure copper is stirred thoroughly with poles of green wood or logs of green wood, whatever you can write. ठीक है. Now when we do this, at that point of time the gases were escaping. ठीक है, will be, you'll see that gases escaping. ठीक है, so what will happen, the gases escaping from the poles reduce the oxide of metal oxides of metal to pure metal. ठीक है, and here we get the metal. Okay, pure metal. Now once we get the pure metal, definitely that is the copper, we need to cover it with the charcoal, otherwise it will be re-oxidized. So we'll write that even कि the surface of the molten copper is covered with charcoal, है ना. Powdered charcoal. Basically what this charcoal will do, whatever oxygen will be there, it will be taken up by the charcoal. ठीक है, it will be absorbed by the charcoal, and that is why we cover the copper with the charcoal. ठीक है, so that see, we'll write the reason also, so that copper may not be reoxidized in contact with air. ठीक है, fine. So this was the third way, that is for refining. The fourth one is your electrolytic refining. It is same as the extraction process only. So we'll write here electrolytic refining, but the only difference here will be the impure metal is kept as anode. ठीक है, so when we keep the, and this is there in your NCERT also, so you can even check the diagram from there also. So basically what happens in this case, we take a container, that is the electrolytic cell, and in this electrolytic cell we take the electrode, right. So this is, suppose this is anode. ठीक है, anode. So this anode is made of the impure metal. ठीक है, the one which we are supposed to refine. ठीक है, impure metal is kept as the anode, and the other electrode is pure metal. ठीक है, of the same ore maybe. ठीक है, and you can take other also. So basically electrolytic refining is basically used for widely different types of metal. हाँ, एक दो नहीं, बहुत सारे मेटल्स इसमें प्योरीफिकेशन के लिए यूज़ हो सकते हैं. जैसे एल्यूमिनियम हो सकता है, कॉपर, टिन, लेड, गोल्ड, जिंक, क्रोमियम एक्सेट्रा, ये सब इसमें प्योरीफाई हो सकते हैं. सो हियर अ स्मॉल अ वेरी थिन स्ट्रिप इज मेड ऑफ इम्प्योर मेटल. ठीक है, एंड देन वी यूज़ द प्योर मेटल ऑल्सो. ठीक है, this will be your cathode made of pure metal. ठीक है, and here there will be your electrolytic solution, the solution which is used for this process. So this is electrolytic solution. ठीक है, and a external battery is connected to it. ठीक है. Now what will happen कि once you pass the electricity to this, ठीक है, through the solution, now the pure metal will immediately start getting, once the proper electricity gets supplied, the pure metal will be deposited on the cathode. So from here, suppose it is copper, तो copper का pure metal will be in the form of iron, will be deposited over here, ठीक है, on the cathode. Here it will be getting deposited, ठीक है. Whereas some impurities will be there in the solution, will be there in the solution in the dissolved form, and the very less reactive impurities, the impurities which are very less reactive, will be deposited at the bottom of the container, ठीक है. Here it will be deposited, ठीक है. So we'll write here the impurities. So basically these are the less reactive impurities, ठीक है. So in this, as we have seen, एनोड है, कैथोड है. एनोड प्योर इम्प्योर मेटल का एक स्ट्रिप होगा और कैथोड प्योर मेटल का बना होगा. एंड व्हेन वी पास इलेक्ट्रिसिटी फ्रॉम द एक्सटर्नल सोर्स, द metal from the impure metal strip will be going towards the cathode, and the impurities, bit reactive impurities, will be there suspended in the solution, and the very less reactive impurities will be settled down. So basically this thing is there in your NCERT. We have also seen in our regular classes, in our live classes. So that is why I am not writing the points over here. So just remember the elements which you can a wide range of elements which you can purify over here. That is aluminium, then copper, then your tin, then lead, then your gold, then your zinc, and your chromium. So all these can be easily purified by this method. So you can go through it again and again, and then let me know if you have any doubt. So with this I would like to end up the session. I hope the 4 points which I have discussed you about the refining is very clear to you and thorough to you. Please go through the sessions very thoroughly. Yeah, maybe I speak very slow, so you can just increase the speed, take a playback speed increase करके you can see the session and understand it as per your criteria. But basically try to go through each and every session one by one. If you miss a single session in between, definitely the link will be broken and you will not be able to understand the points. So go through the sessions properly. Ask me whatever doubt you get regarding the subject. I'll help you with that. So with this I would like to end up the session over here, and we'll meet in the next session. Till then, bye bye.